Finally, after 1 month, I am able to show you what our Lovesick family is up to these days, what their lives look like, and the drama that they are experiencing. Before I start our new LP, I have to show you our Lovesick cast. You have to get cozy because this is going to be one of those videos, okay? But we have Lizbeth first. Let's start off with her. I do want to read her backstory. Lizbeth thought after getting her heart broken by Gage Anchor and getting stalked by his ex-girlfriend would be the last of her worries, until she found out her daughter was pregnant. With pride in the way, she's struggling to admit her wrongs with her daughter Madison. She's aware she sounds like a total hypocrite for asking her to terminate her baby, but she wanted more from Madison. When she's not stressing about her poor parental decisions, she enjoys her single life. Lizbeth is home. Hey mom, what's up? Nothing much. You want to order some food for takeout? We're gonna kind of like play out a little bit, not play too much, but I just know that we haven't seen them in a while, so hey, we got to do this. They're gonna get some Zoomers, and you know Lizbeth, she was never a big chef, was she? She never really cooked a lot, but I will have her probably get some Italian to go. She's gonna order some spaghetti for the two of them, and only the two of them. See, Madison doesn't live here. This is Lizbeth's new home, and I will have all gallery IDs for their homes and everything in the description down below, so be sure to check it out. It looks very similar to her previous home, and that is because she loved her home. She didn't necessarily want to move. This green car, by the way, is Abigail's car. She can drive. Can you believe it? I know we don't have cars in the game, but here is the new home. We do have 3 bedrooms. One of them was supposed to be Madison's, but unfortunately, Madison did not want to live with her mother after they had a huge falling out. I hear a kitty. You may be wondering what happened to Stormy. Stormy was the cat that we got from Gage. Stormy ran away. In the process of moving, she got out and we still have not found her. So it is really sad. And most of you know that that can happen. Unfortunately, again, like we can't find her, so we can only hope for the best. But if I'm being 100% honest with you, Lizbeth was like, whatever. You know, like she was sad that Abigail was sad, but it's kind of insane that when she broke up with Gage, she kind of felt like Stormy ran away on purpose, you know. Hey, we're closing out a chapter in here. But of course, Abigail being Abigail and being such a cat lover, we found Knight. Well, she named him Knight. And he's been with us ever since. Mom wasn't too happy about that. Abigail has strict rules to leave Knight and his cat wand and toys and all of that stuff in Abigail's room because Lizbeth doesn't want the cat trees and stuff ruining her aesthetic, really. More on Madison. We have a difficult relationship with Madison, and it's surprising, right? It actually reminds me a lot of Valentina and Lizbeth's relationship, who have a very permissive relationship right now. Now, Valentina could care less what Lizbeth does. She doesn't judge her. Remember when Lizbeth first got pregnant, she told her mom. Do you remember that? But she could not even fathom anyone telling her what to do with the baby inside her, which was Madison at the time. So it kind of makes you think to yourself like, wow, Lizbeth, you're being very hypocritical. But truth is, Lizbeth just wants the best for Madison. She was highly upset when she found out that Madison was pregnant with Philip. She has no relationship with Philip. Philip's parents never liked Lizbeth to begin with, which was kind of interesting, right? So, what's wrong? Okay, why are we arguing? She's angry. Sometimes Abigail does get a little snooty. Says, I'll cry if I want to, from permissive family dynamic. Abigail is angry for no good reason, really. Perhaps due to the fact she can get away with a lot. No older family members are going to tell her not to be angry. Plus, authority is a sham, which is very interesting because, again, back to those family dynamics, we have a permissive relationship with Lizbeth. Lizbeth has went through so much with Madison that she could care less what Abigail does. It's almost like, okay, you know, whatever, it's how you feel. They do get in arguments here and there because Abigail is almost like the adult in the situation, begging her mom to talk to her older sister. I keep forgetting that Abigail's the youngest, but her maturity has always been she's always just been mature for her age. Ooh, okay, listen, I don't have to deal with the disrespect. So rude. Well, that was uncalled for. Now it is prompting us to have a difficult dynamic with Abigail as well. I don't see that. I think we'll have to get into something else in order for that to be a thing. She's just like, listen, I get it, but I'm not talking to her. Like, you can feel as mad as you want, because Abigail, again, will beg her, Mom, they were out for a walk the other day. She's like, Mom, like, Madison would love this. Like, shouldn't we be there for her? She's pregnant. She needs us. And Elizabeth's like, she has it. She's got it under control. She felt like she was grown enough to move out, and she didn't want to come live here, so she can do what she want to do. Like, Lizbeth she's always been a great mother, but she wasn't necessarily the nurturer, oh, that's mommy's baby. She was never like that. She's very much like her own mother, Valentina. And that leads me to our next. Ooh, is she calling her out for the divorce? Did y'all see the rings? So some last final updates on Lizbeth. She does have the romantic explorer aspiration. She is now eager to just explore and do her own thing. And as far as personality changes, she's a good sim, but she's non-committal now. Like, that situation with Gage it just really turned her off. She couldn't commit to a relationship if she wanted to, but it will change because Lizbeth is ever changing. Right now, that's just how she feels, but she may meet someone that knocks her off her feet. She doesn't want a child right now, and she has the knowledge entrepreneurial. From having the entrepreneurial skill. Obviously not okay with being pregnant. She done with that. And she's very romantic. So she's exploring. She's living her life right now. And that's that. But Abigail, just a brief update on Abigail. I have to wake him up because Lizbeth is like, get him off my counter right now. She doesn't. Like, this is the first day where it's like, I can't have the cat on the counter. She's not with it. All right, come on, Night. Mom doesn't want you up here. We have a couple pictures of them. I wish I could have taken more pictures and prepped it in that way as well. But I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? It's okay. But here's a picture of them. Mom in the back. She misses her sister so much, I swear. Abigail still loves gaming. She is an overachiever, very active. She's a morning sim. She's also independent, which I got from the reward store. And she's always shown her independence. Also, in her relationships, you do not see Gage's son Cyrus. After the falling out, like, Elizabeth doesn't understand, but it affected everything. Their friendship was affected because they were the ones that brought it to Elizabeth's attention, and then Elizabeth felt like they were in her business, but then she ended up apologizing to them, saying, you know what, you guys, like, you were just looking out for me. But tensions were so high after that. I know that season ended with closure, but can you imagine, like, the hurt and pain and just the vibe of life after that situation? You know, they stopped being friends, and it is what it is. You know, they weren't friends for very long, so it wasn't a big deal, but I am hoping that Abigail has her own friend group eventually, because right now I only have family in here, which I need to fix. We still have some boxes here. She has yet to open certain things. She's very slow to move, even though we've been here for months. But another thing about Abigail is that she has the master mentor aspiration. I can absolutely see her being that sim that wants to be mentored in her athletics. She will be going to university in the fall. And speaking of the fall, I do want to show that I have added some holidays. This is our favorite part. Yay! This video is so fun, man. Friday is Father's Day. This is very important because I think we're going to start on Friday when we play our new LP, and Tiny Tots Day. Sunday is Abigail's birthday. I couldn't remember which date specifically, but I knew she was a summer baby. Will Wright Day. Summer break starts on that Friday, and then Children's Day, Forever Green Day. And then summer break is this entire week here. And then the first day of fall, I'm marking this because it's going to help me decorate. Leisure Day. And actually, I should have right here first day of school. First day of school is going to be added. No traditions, we don't need that. So elementary, everyone, if you're in college or grade school, you're going to be starting school that day. So that's when I will probably have Abigail start applying for her colleges and everything. Then we have Fall Festival, Pumpkin Fest. Then we have Naval's birthday. And then Anthony's birthday. That is Alden and Marie's son. Spooky Day, Harvest Fest, Madison's birthday. We have 3 fall birthdays. And then the first day of winter, say it with me, the annual polar plunge. I know I've also deemed this as Polar Palooza, but I just put annual polar plunge. You know Alden's going to be there, and Anthony, and Abigail. Alden's birthday is then on Tuesday, and then Winterfest Eve, Winterfest break, New Year's Eve, the new year, Grandparents' Day. We need a reason to celebrate them, right? And then Love Day, Swing into Spring, Pizza Day, Some Care Sunday, you already know what time it is. Then we have National Grilled Cheese Day. I really just wanted some food-based holidays in the spring, make it real fun. Spring break for the little ones, and then Flower Shower Day. And of course, a Pancake Day, and lastly, Mother's Day. Now, the only person who doesn't have a birthday is Lizbeth, because I couldn't figure out when her birthday is. So please comment down below what season is Lizbeth's birthday in, because we frequently made jokes on what her zodiac sign would be. Is she an Aries? Is she y'all were given fire signs, so I'm thinking a spring birthday. I'm thinking she might be an Aries. She's got that boss Aries energy. If you're Aries out there, shout out to you. I would love for Abigail to apply for the athletic career, even though I know she would qualify for the esports gamer, because I think that her dad would be very proud of her if she got a scholarship based on her athletics. So let's just see. Can we apply to more than one? Not sure. Let's apply for another one. Oh, they removed the esports gamer. Oh, okay, whatever. Well, we'll do that. And then, yeah, I'm going to wait to apply to universities until we hear something back for Abigail. Okay, so they're pretty much set in their household. And also, if you notice, my lighting is very blue, not Maxis blue, but like a whimsical blue. I am using Softer Haze's lighting mod, Twinkle Toes. I like to go back and forth between Sunblind and Twinkle Toes. If you use lighting mods, then you'll know what I mean. I'll link it down below, but I love how blue it looks. I don't know why. I'm like into it right now. A part of Abigail's routine is to call Madison at the end of the day, and she always picks up, doesn't matter if it's 11 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. She's like, hey sis, how's the baby? You feeling kicks? Ooh, I'm so excited. Give your belly a kiss for me. What are you doing this weekend? They're very close. They have a great relationship. And I don't know if I have a dynamic. Yes, they do. They have a close family dynamic. I want to visit Madison last, but right now we are going to check out the Proctor household, who now lives in Copperdale. I moved here because, or Alden chose to move here because of the school, which I still need to place a high school down for here. I haven't done that yet. He thought that Copperdale had the best school for little Anthony. I'm gonna wake up Anthony, who was sleeping so soundly, and Marie is, oh, she's going jogging now. Alden actually, I'm gonna have him work from home just because we're doing this video. But Anthony is talking to one of the newest puppies, Dakota. These puppies actually were born when I wasn't in the household, so they all have names already, Axel, Dakota, and Lily, and I don't even want to change them. Finally, Skipper was pregnant. She finally had her puppies with Gus, who is an elder dog. So he might be going any day, and that's going to be sad because you know that Gus started the series off with Lizbeth and Alden. Let's go back to Anthony. Oh, looks like Dad is checking in because we have Marie here who's taking a jog. She actually feels slightly discontented right now with the relationship with Alden. Now, mind you, they are still together and things have been okay for the most part. She even wants to express her devotion to Alden. I know a lot of you were expecting Marie to divorce Alden, but that just wasn't in the cards. They both have experienced divorce, Marie with her parents and then Alden with Lizbeth. So they wanted to fight for it. They wanted to make it work, and they wanted Anthony to grow up with both parents in the same household and keep it that way. The generational aspect of the series is amazing because I didn't realize this, but together Marie and Alden are kind of giving Anthony the childhood that he had if they do remain together, because Alden was an only child growing up, well, in the only household. He does have his older sisters, in which he is pretty close with. Where is he? Where did he go? Okay, there we go. Anthony is closer to Abigail than he is with Madison. Nothing against Madison, he absolutely loves her, but the truth is that Abigail comes here more often. Alden was absolutely shocked when he found out that Madison was pregnant. And sadly, Alden was one of the last to find out that she was pregnant. Naval, her real father, her biological dad, actually already knew about this. And Lizbeth, everyone, it felt like Alden was the last to know. Even Marie somehow had a intuition that Madison was pregnant. It was almost as if she wasn't that shocked, and she's like, oh yeah, I remember Abby saying something about that. So it just made it feel like he wasn't important. Like, I raised you since you were a baby. You are mine, regardless if you have a different father or not. And I'm just letting y'all watch this. That is Gino. That is Alden's father. And we do have a supportive dynamic. He feels his spirit. He feels his spirit. I wanted to include Gino's ghost because I feel like Alden in the last season, he drowned in his grief. And every now and then I feel like he may even feel that grief. But right now he's doing very well. And that's how grief comes. It's love with nowhere to go. It's proof. It's the receipt that you love someone so much in life. When you see Gino, I don't want you to think he's this real living being around. He is absolutely a ghost. This must be Alden having one of those moments to himself. Like, you know what, Dad, I think this is what I'm going to do today. You know, like I know Marie's out, she's running, you know, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great. Like he's just talking to him. So for instance, if you see Alden go to volunteer and I click on Gino, he wants his spirit with him. It's like he feels his dad's energy there. And I thought that would be a beautiful way to show that Alden is doing well because he has that closure with himself. And his mom is too. Where is his mom? I actually do not see her. Oh, she is doing a little walk. Her and Marie actually normally walk together in the mornings, and she needs to stop walking because she's dangerously tired. And I'm going to cheat that away only because I cannot have her dying in an update episode. Now let's talk about Daniela for a bit. So Daniela is doing very well. Her and Marie have a pretty decent relationship. It's still growing. We had a picnic. Marie had a lovely picnic with Daniela. Good food and nature can bring everyone together. They also have their ups and downs. They are family at the end of the day, and they don't have to be close at all phases in their life. So Marie is just, you know, things are good. And I didn't want to cheat this up too much because as I play with them, I know that they're going to get closer. Like I said, they take walks together. They enjoy nature together. And Marie found that Daniela was someone she could actually run to when Alden, look at that, Father's Day is tomorrow. I had to get through this very quickly because we have to start the new Let's Play that I am going to be making tomorrow. She found that Daniela shared the same thoughts about her with Lizbeth. Daniela was very upset that Alden went to Lizbeth and all the details regarding that. She was very upset with Alden, but that's her son, so she would never show him that. She does baby him and thinks that he can do no wrong. It doesn't matter who Alden is with, she will place loyalty with whoever he's with. So even though Daniela loved Lizbeth when she first met her and wanted to be involved in everything, now that they're not together and she knows some of the things that she did, she could care less for her. So that's where her and Marie kind of bond. Oh my gosh, I'm everywhere. I'm so sorry, y'all. Okay, so she is showered. I think she's gonna go take a nap now, but no, I don't want you to take a nap. I need you to come down here and eat. I'm gonna dress her in her quote unquote work attire. Marie is working as a social worker. She was desperately dying to go back to work. This is a custom career by Midnight Tech. But the reason why she wanted to go back to work is because her heart was calling for it. Anthony is older and she loves to be out the house. She realized, you know, I love being a stay-at-home mom when Anthony was little. Like that was her favorite thing. I think Marie doing social work was influenced by her family, especially with handling crisis, difficult emotions, difficult situations, and she found love in that. So even though she loved being a nurse, she wanted to try something different, and that's what she did. Alden works as a primary care physician. He's not in the doctor career per se, but he is in a custom career where he's only going to be a primary care physician because I feel like that's the top for him. It's quite interesting because he wants to chat with Naval, being that Madison is over here, and he still has a great relationship with Madison. He calls her and everything. In fact, I think I'm gonna have him just chat with her, ask her how she's doing. Him and Naval have been kind of breaking the ice here and there and talking to each other. So I'm looking forward to maybe them having a friendship brewing at the end of the day. Like I said, we have a family. For the betterment of our children, we want to get along and we want to have a future. So this is just so different. It's going to be like way different vibes. Alden wants to talk to Naval, just chat it up with him and see how he's doing. He also wants to share his astronomy knowledge with Lizbeth for whatever reason. I think he'll always have a respect and relationship with her in some way. And then he also wants to be friendly with his wife, Marie. He is just an all-around guy right now. He wants the peace. He wants Madison to come over. Madison right now is in her, like, you know, I'm kind of living my life phase. When you see where Madison is, you'll understand why I say this. He still has a room for her. Obviously, it's not decorated in her style because she didn't really add input on it. when they moved. You know, she stayed here a couple of times, but mostly with Abigail in Abigail's room. Abigail's room is designed for her. You know, it's very clean and neat because Daniela is like, nope, no more messy rooms. But you can tell it's Abigail's room. So and that's the only bad thing. She even has a mini fridge in here. That's the only bad thing about the situation is that, yeah, you know, Madison just kind of puts Alden on that back burner. Sometimes she answers his calls and other times she doesn't. And Marie feels him for that. Marie wants to get to know Abigail. So she actually loves to keep up with her, you know, keep up with the girls as well. She had a relationship with them. But I want to talk about their traits because they have changed a little bit. So Alden is now a dog lover, considering his pets. Wait, where are the other puppies, y'all? Did they run away? What happened? I don't know what happened. I just wanted to create a sim and I'm so confused. Anyway, he's a dog lover. Alden's probably going to be that guy that has like 6 dogs. Like once Anthony's out and in college his own self, like he will absolutely, like, he loves dogs. So I think that losing Gus will, you know, obviously he's probably going to adopt again when he's ready. He still loves outdoors. He's family oriented. He would actually love to have a child right now. And he has a couple of reward traits. Madison's calling. It's great to hear from Madison, even if she's talking about a dream. So he's going to say, I think I'll be fine, Maddie. Like, it's okay. And then coming over here to Marie, who is steadily working. She is loyal and she's very generous. That is why she has the career that she does. And she's an idealist. After experiencing what she did with Alden and Lizbeth, she became very sure of the type of person she was. She's like, listen, I don't care what anyone says. If they think I was plotting on you and all this stuff, I am loyal to you and have never done anything wrong to you. Like, I know I'm not perfect, but you know what I mean? Like, if you're going to Marie. Anyway, yeah, Marie just knows exactly who she is and who she isn't. And so her loyalness and her having morals is very important to her. So if anything ever happened again, she would definitely have something to say about that. Her and Lizbeth never actually spoke about what happened. I know you're probably like, what? Yeah, they never really did. We swept it under the rug. There's nothing really to talk about. Marie had to address her husband, if you will. You know what I mean? So regardless if, he wants to invite over a classmate, regardless or not, like if she spoke to Lizbeth, it doesn't matter. She had to make sure her household was straight. Lizbeth can do her own thing. And it's not like Madison getting pregnant put everything into perspective. It just changed it all. So that is that. And let's get our classmate over here, Chloe. She actually also lives here. He's making friends. I just love this so much. Okay. He's going to talk about his siblings. Tell her the tea. They're probably going to want to get in the pool, to be honest with you. So let's go ahead and swim with Chloe. With Anthony, I want him to have friends. I want him to be outgoing. He has the whiz kid aspiration. He's very smart. He's very much like his dad. That is why his room, y'all, like he loves dinosaurs, animals, nature. Granite Falls, that's going to be his world. When he grows up, Granite Falls. Oh, oops. And we forgot to feed our turtle. Wait, I'm just going to have Daniela feed. Can we just... it already has food. This is our turtle. This is actually like a recolor. So his name's Tito. And he is Anthony's best friend. But now we're just going to hang out with our new friend Chloe and say goodbye to Copperdale. And now we move on to Madison, which I can confidently tell you that this is where our LP will take place. We will be in this household for our new Let's Play. It will be called Blended. I hope I put some nice font there. We are in a big blended family, honey, and I can't even explain it all to you. You're just gonna have to watch the first episode of that LP. But Madison is in her 2nd trimester of pregnancy. She loves to cook, and she is making hers she's making the family some fried chicken and mac and cheese, and she hates that this cat just eats everything. This is Bertha Baby. Yes, that's her full name, Bertha Baby. And then this is Bentley. They both are not her cats. They are actually her dad's girlfriend's cats. Hold on, I have to answer this. Mindy is at work right now. Mindy is Naval's new girlfriend. Revolutionary power saving device. Mindy has developed a new product that hugely decreases power consumption of popular electronics with no cost. no loss of performance. After enthusiastically supporting the invention, Lean Green Design Co-op discovers a way that reduces the eco credentials for more profit. As the inventor, should Mindy agree or disagree with this? She's always going to disagree because Mindy is as green as they come, and she is not a sellout. Lean Green Design Co-op is unhappy with Mindy's stubborn resistance to their excellent suggestions and withdraws their support. That's okay with Mindy because she will do it herself. We'll learn more about Mindy and her relationships. Listen, there's no cheating involved, okay? She's been through a lot, okay? And I will describe all of this when we start with our new LP, Blended. I love that word so much. Perfect timing. Mindy's back home, so I actually can truly get into this household and tell you about it. At first, I wasn't going to say anything, but I think telling you about it would be helpful because then you can decide if this is an LP that you'd want to watch. Madison is living with her dad now. This was a decision that she impulsively made once she got into the argument with her mom, and her mom was like, you need to get rid of this baby or you can't stay with me. Lizbeth didn't mean that, but Madison was like, oh, well, regardless of what I do, I'm definitely not going to stay here with you. So she ended up, like you said, moving in with her dad. She immediately called her dad. She didn't call Alden, she called Naval. And I think she was afraid of what Alden would say. If mom feels this way, how will Alden feel? He's perfect. There's no way. Everyone's going to judge me. And the one person she knew wouldn't judge her was her biological dad, Naval. When she was little as a kid, he wasn't really there. But growing up, I mean, he definitely was. And he made a complete 360 and we got to see that. So it was very realistic that she would just run to her dad. She, however, did not understand what her dad had going on these days. So her dad lives in Evergreen Harbor still, and he recently bought a house. He's always lived in apartments. The house that he bought was on foreclosure. That's why it's a little ran down and raggedy a little bit. It's the only brick house on the street. It has soul. It's so beautiful. And look at this. It has a pool. I don't know why I had to say that with a deep breath. Like, it has a pool. This home is going to be fun to play in. Why? Because we have Mindy's influence. Who's Mindy? Mindy is Naval's girlfriend. And she also has kids of her own. Mindy fell in love with Naval and vice versa. This was the first woman that he actually felt like, wow, like, you're exciting, you get me, you understand me, you excite me. He has his own style, which is why his bedroom still kind of looks like his apartment a little bit. And I actually have some items I was supposed to put these away. I have clutter items here that I want to put throughout the room so that it could kind of look like it's her room as well. But she didn't want him to sacrifice too much because her influence is everywhere, even in the bathrooms. It's very bright, it's colorful, it's mixed, matched, everything. Mindy has the master maker aspiration, and currently she's working as an installation intern in the design, what is that career called? The career that came with Eco Lifestyle. But yeah, she's green technician. She is a love bug, a green fiend, and family oriented. I even added milestones to Mindy because she has had a life before this, and it's very important because it will play into the LP and the flow of it. She also has relationships that she's been through. Her and Naval have this is not right. Like, their relationship is like way higher than this. Yeah, it should be way higher than this. But her and Naval have a wholesome romance dynamic. Like, they love each other so much. You would think they would be married, right? Mindy has had a life before, and she's had 2 divorces, and right now she just can't be bothered with marriage. But as far as she's concerned, that is her babe. That's her man. Contrary to popular belief, she felt very comfortable moving in with him. She moves quite fast. Mindy came with a full package. She has 3 daughters. I'm going to talk about the oldest one because this daughter does not live here and chose not to live here because she hates the fact that her mom moves on so fast, and she actually feels bad for Naval. She feels like he's setting himself up for something messy because she knows how her mom is. But Adeline is erratic, hot-headed, and they have a very difficult relationship. She's the oldest. She has the last name Palumbo as well. Now, Palumbo is not Mindy's maiden name. It's just her name from her first marriage when she was married to Archie Palumbo. Mindy has 2 other daughters with her most recent divorce, Russell Roberts. They met during their time working together. He is also a maker sim, cheerful, family oriented, and it's complicated right now with them. Like, there's so much respect, and it was an amicable thing. It didn't end bad, but it hurt really bad. More on that later, but they're still very, very deeply connected to each other. They have 2 children together. So Russell is the father of Lindsay Roberts, who just put herself to bed. And he is also the father of Aubrey, who looks like Madison. I know y'all are thinking it. Madison is very fond of Aubrey, and Aubrey feels the same. She loves Madison. She thinks she's cool. Their relationship is still growing. Unlike Madison's relationships with Aubrey's sisters, who, Madison doesn't really have a relationship at all with Adeline. It's green, but it's like, hey, hi, cool. You're my mom's, boyfriend's daughter. That's cool. But Lindsay does not like Madison. And I don't know if this is going to grow or if this is going to change, but she's not fond of her at all. Lindsay was supposed to get her own room, and then Madison came into play, and it kind of messed up things. Madison got this room. Madison didn't want to intrude, but at the same time, I'm going to be honest with you, she didn't really think twice about it. All the noise is out of her mind. She's pregnant, and she knows that this is her dad's house at the end of the day, so it doesn't matter. And Mindy was all for it. Like, wow, your daughter... Of course your daughter can come live here. What does she need? She even painted Madison's room before Madison even came here. She made it pink and purple. She thought she knew what she liked, so that's why it looks like this. I don't even know if the room is Madison style, but Mindy put her heart and soul in it. I mean, she bought her a new comforter set and everything. By this time, Adeline was already kind of like doing her own thing. Like, I don't know, Mom, if I want to live there or not. I don't really care if I have a room or not. It doesn't really matter, kind of thing. She was already out. Her and her mom don't have a good relationship, but she is back sharing a room with her sister because at their dad's house, at Russell's house, Lindsay and Aubrey used to share a room. So she was excited, like, okay, well, if mom's with someone else, sure, that's fine. I don't care, but great. Now I have to share a room again. So she put this little divider up so that Aubrey can't see her trying to divide the room, but it's a hot mess. And she begged her mom not to paint the room. She's like, please, for the love of God, do not paint the room in any of the funky colors. No yellow, pink, red. I don't want it, Mom. Thank you. She's a little upset with her mom and a little upset with Madison. I think that the reason why she's upset with Madison has nothing really to do with Madison, but everything to do with like the dynamic of their life right now. But that is Madison's world. I think if Naval has family things here and we have our baby shower here or wherever we have it, I'm not sure if we'll have it here, but I think it'll be a fun place to have family things at. It's big. It's like a huge, house, but it's also very comfy and cozy and interesting and fun. I think the house has so much personality. Even this bathroom, this is how it came when Naval bought it. And instead of renovating it with new fancy countertops and stuff, Mindy said, hey, like, I love these tiles. I don't want to get rid of them. And she tried to fancy it up with some furniture and everything. Like her little Better Home and Gardens magazines, her coffee. I can see Mindy using this shower in particular and like sitting her coffee down. So I put it there. But yeah, it's just so nice. I'm so passionate and in love with it. When we go upstairs in this bathroom was for Naval. Mindy had to have a pop of color, but she knows that Naval loves black. And the funny thing is we actually have a little kid's toothbrush here because Aubrey likes to use this bathroom. And Lindsay has been using this bathroom, but Lindsay would prefer to use this bathroom over here. But Madison's in this bathroom, so she doesn't really want to use it. But I love it. And then we have our cat tree here. And if we go all the way down on the bottom floor, this is where Naval did not have to compromise. Mindy said, listen, I realize we have taken over and you are such a good man. I want you to still keep your space. Naval made a lot of money and invested in his hobbies. So we do have this new robotic station. We even have the woodworking table with a bunch of formulas and everything. He's smart. He's so smart. This is his man cave. And the cool thing is Lindsay is actually a little bit of a geek herself. She has the computer whiz aspiration and she's also into programming and computers and all of that, which is so ironic because she has a little laptop and I think Naval's going to gift her with her own really cool setup. The bubble blower is not Naval's idea. That was a gift from Mindy. Mindy was like, this is cool. You remember we used to do this in college and she got him one of those. the fish, which I think I have to add some fish in here. We do have to purchase some, so let's just fully stock that right now. Finally using the items I don't normally use. We have a nice big couch here. You see the jersey he has on, he also has it here but signed. And he has his Foxberry Spirit, all his accolades, and then some darts. So it's really just his space. And we even have the Batu cards table. Like, he spent money just to have an authentic Batu cards table. So this is where he gets away from all the girls. You have to think, he is outnumbered. Naval is outnumbered in this home. He has his home gym, but he also allowed Mindy to kind of like have her little yoga space over there. She loves yoga. She's getting into that. Hopefully, you know, Madison can come do this as well. Her mom does yoga. Lizbeth does yoga. So I don't know. Maybe one day we can do yoga with Lizbeth. And then over here, this is where Naval said, hey, I want you to have your own space too. What you do is amazing. He loved the work that she does. So she has her little project, notes and ideas, and there's some paint and scuff on the ground, and she has her candle making machine. She absolutely loves it. Madison does not have a good relationship with Philip's parents. Philip is her partner. They are still together. And he is determined to make this work. The really, really hard part about this is that Philip is going to college, and that's something that Madison really wanted to do. And unlike her friends and everyone else she knows, she's not going to college. She still could do college, but Madison just doesn't want to. And that was another thing that made Lizbeth upset. We do not have a good relationship with Philip's parents. No matter what he does or says, they think that she ruined his life for whatever reason. And that is why she's like, listen, Philip, just do well in college so we can have a life together, you know? And I hope nothing happens to them. I want to break generational curses. I don't want any more blended, split up families. Not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but it's just the fact that in the entire LP, there's a lot of breakups. There have been a lot of breakups and divorces. Even Mindy being divorced twice. Naval, like, he had a child with someone he wasn't even with. He was the side dude. So Philip is determined to, you know, change his parents' mind. And lastly, how could I forget about Eliana? I can't forget about Eliana because she played a big role in season 2. She is Lizbeth's sister. Lizbeth and her probably should be best friends, because if there's anyone that Lizbeth can call, it is her sister. Her sister was there for her when Gage tried to talk to her in the middle of Sam I Shuno. She was like, I just need to go to my sister's. Like, please don't talk to me. Bye-bye. Yeah, she definitely has her sister's support. And you all know that Raj proposed to Eliana, and Eliana said no. But right now, in this present day, they are married. There are 2 bedrooms because occasionally they do sleep apart. They have a very different dynamic. The fact that Eliana rejected him, but they still remained together and they were able to like talk through that and everything. Like, they have a really good understanding of each other. I think Eliana, because she was so new to relationships, she does have a different understanding of them, and she really wanted to make sure that he was the one. And so she requires space and he respects it, and I love that. So their relationship is pretty unique. However, she does want to become a parent. They have been trying, no luck yet. And that's it. That's all I have for you for the Lovesick update. If you have any other questions, I hope that this gave you closure to those characters and what they're doing with their life. And I hope you're excited to move on to another chapter. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope you look forward to it. Please let me know. I want you to hype it up for me. I'm really excited. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Just keep simming. Always, always, always stay wavy, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.